EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Merchant here with your outlook for June 11th, 2020. For your Thursday, we're going to have a cold front moving through. Yesterday, we had a prefrontal trough in advance of that cold front moving through, so we had some scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly in central PA, until we got into later in the evening, and that moved further east. We had a few scattered showers and thunderstorms overnight, and then now this morning, we're going to have the actual cold front move through. Now, the cold front won't really get its act together for the interior locations because it's going to be moving far enough eastward and away from those areas that you just get maybe a shower or a garden variety thunderstorm this morning in some areas. I think it's right along I-95 and points southeast today that you could have a little bit better organization to those storms as we get into the afternoon hours and you start getting a little bit more heating involved. Meanwhile, while that's going on, we're going to have some clearing in the interior from northwest to southeast today. So not a total loss here. This is the look at the NAM high-res future simulated radar at 7 a.m. And you can see a line here where the cold front is. And you can see that's very easily discernible here on this image. It's right about there. And ahead of it, you have all this activity all moving to the south and east. But there's not a lot of moisture with it. So a few showers here this morning. This is looking at actually late morning. And here's noon. So most of the interior sees any shower activity end by around noon on Thursday, and then it's going to be concentrated further south and east during the afternoon along I-95 and points southeast as this heads to the shore. In the meantime, the interior is going to see clouds giving way to sun, and temperatures are going to warm quite a bit from what they will be this morning. So areas further south and east here, you might actually have highs that are lower than the interior because you're going to have the sun come out in the interior. And humidity will be lower behind this front. So those interior locations out here that get into the sun today are going to have lowering humidity as well as this frontal boundary passes off to the south and east today. So longer go at it with the showers and thunderstorms. This is actually looking at 6 p.m. and it's still ongoing here in central southern New Jersey and Delaware. And we do expect that to continue today until that moves off the coast during the course of the evening hours. So further south and east, you're going to have to be dealing with this a little bit longer. And the reason it's doing that is there's still a ridge out here. So it moved pretty uniformly west to east here. It wasn't really slowed, but now it's going to be running into this ridge sitting out here. It's almost putting up a roadblock where it can't really advance too quickly because of the presence of this ridge here. So it's going to slow it down, and that's why you're going to have the prolonged event over central southern New Jersey and Delaware today with those scattered showers and thunderstorms. We do expect most of this to be sub-severe. But I wouldn't be surprised to see some stronger storms across Delaware and southern New Jersey if enough heating can get involved ahead of that. All right, so then the overnight, this moves away. Actually, during the evening, it's going to move away, and then we will be turning partly to mostly sunny here on Friday in the wake of that front, and temperatures are going to be still in the 80s, but we're going to have lower humidity, so it'll be a little bit more pleasant and not as oppressive as it's been for the past couple of days when we were getting up into the 90s with heat indices, especially yesterday, getting above 100 at some locations. And then Saturday, we're expecting partly cloudy skies. Now, here, this is the last day that, actually, probably Sunday's the last day we really have any confidence in the forecast. Going into Sunday here, you have kind of mostly cloudy skies, and you have an upper-level low that's off to our west here, our northwest, and there's a surface low that tries to form here right off the mid-Atlantic coastline and throw some moisture back into this. So you could have some scattered showers in some spots here later in the day here on Sunday and Sunday night. Now, the European model is showing us something a little bit different than some other models are showing. It's a lot wetter of a look here, so Monday is a periods of rain day here, and then it just kind of sits and rotates and in and out of here with isolated scattered showers here yet on Tuesday. Same thing here on Wednesday, so this doesn't want to go away. Finally, the upper level low pulls away. I will say that there's a big difference of opinion depending on what model you're looking at, and differences run to run. So the 12Z GFS today had the late showers on Sunday, and then pretty much dry, mostly sunny, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday. Okay. During that time, obviously, they just showed you, European model is quite wet with this upper level low sitting there and spinning and bringing all this moisture into the region. So we'll have to watch and sit and see which one trends and which model is correct. And it's going to take some time to do that because whenever dealing with an upper level low that's cut off like this, it'll present a forecast challenge to the models. And we've seen that plenty of times, not only over the years but just recently we've seen that happen. So it's still too early to determine which one's correct. So we'll just continue to follow these over the next couple of days. Of course, the 12Z GFS had nothing. 18Z GFS looked a lot like this. So I don't have the 0Z run just yet because we're doing this video a little bit too early, or actually late evening before it's the run is complete. But we had some back and forth with the GFS too. Canadians actually kind of in the GFS camp at 12Z, where it was showing a drier solution for much of the week ahead. So hard to say which one's going to be correct right now. We'll just have to continue to follow along and see what we're dealing with next week. But it could be a wet go at it if the European model is correct for the Monday through Wednesday, maybe even Thursday time frame of next week. Actually, should say Sunday through Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Again, depending on which model is correct, might not be that entire time, but at different points with an upper level low sitting somewhere near our vicinity here, that could cause some problems here for the work week next week. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for June 11th, 2020. Have a great Thursday.